Hello Blender folks, welcome and welcome back. This is Gnomes and this is another live stream, weekly scheduled, and so today is our starting series with this 1 hour and 20. I've decided it's more or less arbitrary. After some experience, I thought this would be a good amount of time to stream. If it is too long, it is unperformative, although sometimes I get serious job done, but it's not very interesting for the watchers, I think. So I want to do this something to attract more people, so folks out there. So I think it should be suitable if I don't make this stream like chaotically, right? So predictable, right folks? So first of all, let's get the soundtrack here. As you can see, there is a shell, a framework for this Neocene Starship. It's the name of the 3D animation series project, right? In development or in pre-production, production, a mix of stuff, but of course it wouldn't web series, right? But it will not be conducted in the same way as traditional stuff, because I'm relying on the idea of, let's say, small, very small webisodes like that will be chained in some not conventional way, so a bit like cinematics in games, right? So I'm calling that storymatics, and the first one that I'm planning will happen in this place here with this character. So it's Aisha, for who doesn't know yet. Anyways, and so many stories can start to storymatics, right? Little scenes, little sequences that will end up developing. I have another sequence that will happen on the same stage, the same place there, and then I'm planning one to occur about here in this area here, maybe actually the stairway, right? This thing, sort of pyramidic thing, like maybe some Mayan Aztec temple thing. So all right, and so there would be the commander or captains. I haven't decided yet. So quarters, some office actually somewhere here, and that will employ the main character, which is Dorothy, not Aisha, but Aisha is also, it's her sister. So anyways, the captain, I haven't her modeled yet. I have some character designs. Yeah, there's a bunch of things in development yet, but okay. So today, with this amount of time that I have here, I need to find out what I can improve here. So last time I was making this whole, so the framework, the exterior, very simplified way, but still stylistically I think adequate for the beginning, right? The amount of geometry that I can push there with details, these I'm not super super expert in this thing, but I can probably make some. If I start working on details there, that will be very nice. But I think I still need to contemplate this base mesh like a little more and see if there's anything else I can improve before starting to get into even more details. So here could be I haven't decided what this is. This ended up being a new composition. So if I hide this, of course, we just have the spaceship interiors, which was what I was doing before. So this I've made quite fast to show that, yeah, actually creating exterior of starships, designing that, it's I think if we have an open mindset, if we have seen a lot of references, if we have some creativity in the pocket, then it's not right, some intuition, it's actually some techniques, it's quite pleasable thing to do, right? And it's quite straight, natural way of working, right? And I had a moment where I was really blind to this kind of stuff. Now I feel like more free to do whichever. But for the details, this is something that I'm still sort of blocked, right? I don't know when to start that exactly. So this is not realistic stuff, like, so it's stylized sci-fi fantasy, so I don't really need to go deep into that, but that will be cool. Okay, so my problem here is that I don't have a to-do list for this Starship. So a lot of things I had in mind, I just not sure where to continue, so I have to pick somewhere here, and one place to start. Oh yeah, there's some curvature stuff here. So this is the deck, the bridge actually. Yeah, the bridge, the main bridge. There would be a secondary bridge on top of the stairways. Then we here, if I use this place, yes, this will be nice, but it's not. This is a higher deck. It's a very alienish bridge, but the materials are still there are some procedural materials here which are not showing. So this is a very old deck, not very old, a sort of older deck, and I need to retake it, but I've decided to reuse this because it makes sense. Yeah, so here is the, and maybe I'll be repositioning it, changing some geometry. Yeah, so it's not the time for this place. I need, oh yeah, just remember. Okay, so one thing that we can do in order to get this thing organized, Shift F11, which is a note. Well, let's make a highlight of this. Why not? I know many artists do that, so why not doing a thing like that? Let's get this very noobish highlight, right? Because why not? So folks, here the noobishest highlight of all. How to add notes to your projects inside Blender? Well, just extrude or create some area here. Shift F11. That will reach for the text editor. Shift F11. So there's just this editor with this shortcut, so it's just as F5. So it's not like F3 that has many. No, it's Shift F11. It just have this one, and so here we can add a new of this text. How it's called? So to Starship to do list and whatever. It's already locked here, saved. So let's get, you get the idea. So we can just anytime conjure this thing, right? I think you have to do this all the time, right? But here, yeah, that'll be probably a better place to put it. So I just want to add some where's how to navigate with it, I don't know. So I need to recover it. Okay, here. Yeah, so there's a little problem. So for example, Starship, Neocene V, then where we gonna start here? There's some color based on some programming stuff, so I'm not familiar with that, but that I believe this won't cause any problem, provided we don't apply anything here. So let's see here. So we can, yeah, you know what the to-do list is. So you could say that improve the materials. Okay, yeah, then also probably you can do this. This is probably not recommended to use these codes anyway. So, and then whatever, if I remember something else here, maybe fix the giga tree. Yeah, fix the main, the big tree, make jungle, start jungle making, and then also the garden assets. Yeah, garden assets. Yeah, so some suspended, yeah, whatever, Babylonian suspended guard, some name like that. Okay, so that's the noobishest highlight of all, folks. Still, if you don't know this is possible, or if you're confused with what to do with this gigantic UI of Blender, then here's a cool trick, right? And then save, of course. And so how? I just need to know how to conjure this on demand, otherwise it will always be... Oh, hold on, this is Blender 4.3.2, right? So we can probably pick this and drag this maybe here, yeah, somewhere. So I just don't remember the shortcut to bring this on a pop-up. I think it's possible, but I don't know how to. That's it, folks, the highlight. Alright, so here let's go back, and with this to-do list we can already improve the materials. This is a bit too detailed, right? But there I'm still trying to fix some stuff, right, regarding the material system. So this is why maybe I should not be addressing it, but we can warm up with this. Yes, so for instance, what is this? Oh, right, so this is a face here, a gigantic face, UV, minimum stretch, very bad. Yeah, so probably here we get something like, oh, hold on, we can get, okay, what if you do this? Let's hide this one, let's select this. That's a good way to find this thing, right? This is on the lower, yeah, the lower one, the lower floor. So here, yeah, UV unwrap, then we can do UV unwrap from view. Yeah, there we go, that's a way to go, right? Good. Let's make a highlight here also. Texture painting in Blender is super required, right, as a content, and I assume this is difficult. I had a lot of difficulty with that, so check this, folks. I'm gonna UV unwrap this image texture here, SG, so just fixing this first, hold on, and SYZ, there's a, otherwise I can't finish this. Okay, so here I've aligned this. So let's say that I'm on this floor here, I have this entire scene, giga scene, and these are not UV unwrapped, and it's very hard to select them, right, from because there are a lot of other objects in the way. So how do I achieve this? Well, select the mesh. Fortunately here I have a lot of different mesh objects, so just select this one, then backslash. Okay, so I got now only this object isolated. You see this local here, backslash again to get out of this mode. This can be confusing sometimes, but local is the only thing right now that we can see. So by now I can go on edit mode, I can actually select this and hide because it's in front, and here we can, for example, let's say that I want to pick just this L with faces, select mode, right? So here we want to say that's some other thing that might be worth aligning here just for this textures thing. And also we could probably, since I am on here, let's already try to fix some localizations here. So I'm gonna snap to grid and use also the this mode, right? So X-ray, let's try to snap this control. I don't see very well. Okay, now somewhere like here, and for you maybe about here. Yeah, let's see. So from top view now I got this. So I'm assuming this is correct, otherwise I can for now also hide these other if they are beyond the way. And so now I can try to get all this face all together. I can UV unwrap, and well then yeah, maybe this is okay, but maybe not too as good, right? So why not, let's try whatever here would work. But then we can also do a project from view, which might be more interesting, right? So I don't even need to, so this is the proper alignment of this carpet, I think, but I need a dummy here to know the scale. So let's backslash out, let's bring where's, I think some dummy got lost in space here. Yeah, this one. So just move it up. Let's control shift tab, shift control tab, it's my shortcut for the snapping thing, right? So I got here, yeah, just click, right click here, change shortcut. So I just did, so I can snap to face, then just pick it and hold control because it's not active here. So then okay, on demand I can snap this dummy here, shift, let's move it to the side. Let's go back on the, oh, now actually hold on, backslash, let's pick this and the object, backslash on the numpad, right? Then tab, and we are got here. And so let's check this, if this, maybe this is not good enough. There are of course other ways to do this UV unwrapping. So for example, I have here shift F10, it's the, this is not the correct one, it's this one. So we can also access here and try to do this manually, right? The UV project will be that I'm doing would be doing something like the closest I get, apparently the smaller the scale. So that means that this aligns, yeah, so maybe this is too much. So why, instead of, now that I have this projection, I can just I don't want this to be looking in the yeah, it's just covering my view, right? So I think there would be some way to prevent this from happening. Oh yeah, there is. So just the overlays, right? Don't want the overlays. There's some option there in the overlays that is related to what I'm doing here, some selection thing, offline select. Really I don't know what would be this one, but this is bone, yeah. So apparently it's just the overlays, it's some in-rooted stuff. So anyways, so now with this I can get the proper, well, it's almost good, right? And I can get something. So it's a bit difficult with just the dummy and the floor, but yeah, this seems good. This seems good for this one. And of course, if the problem is if I want to mimic this, it will have to be on other, okay, backslash again. So let's bring now this is another material, so this, let's try to get this other floor, but no, that's it for the highlight, folks. You get the idea. I'll just remember to get this back, otherwise we are screwed. We won't see what we are selecting. That will be a madness thing, right? Then join left, there we go. And so this is a way to UV unwrap stuff for many projects that are using. Beautiful, right? Simple and beautiful, in my opinion. Stylized opinion. Alright folks, so now we get here and let's try to mimic the pattern there. And for that I'm gonna just hide now this one, no, Alt H. Let's do this and do this and H, and now let's try to match these faces, are they correct? Well, we might have some problems here because of the fact that why do I have this face here? This face is useless now. Maybe let's just push it here. Oh, there's more. Okay, so there's a crazy stuff going on here. Dissolve this face and let's dissolve. No, I see what's going on. Okay, so maybe what I want is, let's bring this forward, and so it's like this face here, it will be just a, so I want to snap this to grid in some way. So let's backslash that. Let's go here, and oh yeah, I see there. So we want this edge here, this edge to be aligned with maybe snap to, okay, snap to grid, then here snap to grid, there we go. And for the other one, maybe just this one that is, let's move this back. Then I'm gonna pick this one and snap to grid on the y-axis there. This should be enough, and then interesting. Okay, merge at last. Let's try to disrupt this thing. Yeah, so merge at last. And what about this thing? Subdivide. Let's try to do a GX. Merge at last. Merge at last. Merge at last. We're gonna simplify this thing, right? And here subdivide, and attention, something went wrong. Control is subdivide, then gonna merge at last, and GG actually. GG. Yeah, so here I think I sacrifice some okay, so I've got a bit lost here in space because of this let's just try to do something more chaotic here, doesn't matter. GG. Alright, then we get this UV no, not project from view, UV minimum stretch. No, oh yeah, we can no, there's scale, right? So no, it's not fraction. So I have a problem here. No, it's not minimum conformal. Add angle based. Never used this one, so I think it's not the good way here. So no, this is not helping at all. So UV Smaller, this is probably wrong, so no. Cube projection. Oh, this one is interesting because then we can do something like that, right? But it's not exactly. Yeah, I want something maybe. Unexpected result, but no, I don't think that I can use it here. Wow, that's an a more appealing pattern. Definitively, I can't say that this is not. Technically, we can rig this for animated, like with some sort of UV warp modifier or something like that. But for me, I just want this. What I can add on top of this, maybe if I can make another. Where are you? Here. Okay, exactly in the middle. Then we pick this. What are you doing? Just this one, and UV unwrap and angle based, and project from not from view. No. This project from view would be like if I isolate and do this, and project from view, and let's try from a certain distance. No, this is interesting, but it's not exactly scale to bound. So here, this is a mess. So the problem is I cannot control the scale here, but we can do the same. Okay, let's try again. Let's say I have these, and then UVs. So yeah, so for this UV work I need this to be everywhere, right? So you could do scale on the. Yeah, I could do if I want face by face, right? Crazy, right? But this will be like a final work since these faces are. Yeah, because it's not completed, right? So it's like it will be hard to, by not being procedural, it poses a lot of problems, right? To get good alignment. So this is only good practice if we already have complete. Then we have these bad seams but for a quick work, like I'm out of time, I need to fix stuff, then maybe this is a good workflow. Who knows? Oops, not rotate here, rotate from. It's inverted, so it's confusing. Alright, so let's say that sort of worked, right? It's the combination is kind of cool, right? Looks like a piano, a keyboard piano. So unexpected result, but why not, right? Yeah, I think it's plausible. plausible result. Okay, so now this one, and so where is that? Yeah, so this time L material, what's happening? I'm selecting the wrong object. Okay, get this one, isolate that project from view. Now I hope I'm not getting. Alright, so why are you not? Oh, there we go. Click the mesh, so you get the UVs, right? So now what I need is to try to match this with the dummies, right? So where is the dummies here? Why no dummy? They are, oh, they are. There's one dummy here. Come on, bro. And you can go up, maybe. Yeah, there's already one guy there, so you can go to the border here. Alright, so here probably I want to have, yeah, dummy, and here backslash. Then I want to first hide this one, hide, and because I need to see what's going behind, I'm gonna hide this. Yeah, so now I have the reference. I could do this in another window, right? But since we can do this from now, so I'm gonna pick this. So this is the second floor, this is the first floor where I want to change the UV. So I just select all this, and now I'm gonna scale this down, scale the UV down, but this means, oh, actually no, scale up, which actually means that the texture are starting to be seen from very afar, and that actually means a small scale. Which is the most annoying contradiction of language, because we tend to speak in one way, and but the technicality is the opposite. Yeah, so it doesn't need to be exactly as the other, right? And I'm satisfied with that. Good. And for the borders here, really, because it's a solidify modifier that is doing this, I really don't care about this. I find it cool, actually, to be honest. I find these patterns beautiful, and I don't care. But of course, if there is some situation where this matters more, then yes, I would do something. Maybe not without applying the solidify modifier. I would maybe, you can imagine, make a plaque, a hole on top of it, like just a face that will have some intersection, some sort of border there. Yeah. Alright, folks, so now we fix some. The problem is that these materials, they are like already worked out, so it's not like, oh, there's this one. Yeah, so but this place I'm still working on, so alright, so this will be annoying, but at least it's clear that I'll probably be able to do something here in this idea. Yeah, let's do this. So I pick this, no, not this, pick this, let's isolate that, let's look from the top, and let's, yeah, top view, and let's try to get this stuff. Yeah, so I'm not sure about the results, so I'm gonna just UV project from view and see what happens. Oh, actually there was a mistake. Let's do this again. So I'm gonna rotate on the 90 degrees here, scale this up. Let's see if this is anyhow interesting. Now we need to have the alignment, right? Yeah, so not too complicated. So basically it's re-isolate. No, wrong selection. Isolate here. Then we're going go on edit mode. So here, this one I'm gonna, yeah, all these ones I'm gonna get them. The middle one I will maybe we get them, yeah. So, or maybe not, I'm not sure. Yeah, let's leave the circular one for later. So what I'm gonna do is project from view, and there's some scale to bounce. Yeah, that seems to help. It doesn't matter in the end, I think, because what all I want is just to alright. Then let's pick these ones. UV unwrap, project from view, scale to bounce, and now I'm gonna rotate the UVs, rotate 90 degrees, and scale, trying to match visually. That is not enough because I want to select this, and now rotate somewhat like here, yeah. Scale. There's some strange seam, I don't remember. I don't know why there is this seam. Okay, and then this one, rotate 90, no, rotate here and somewhere like here. Try to avoid the seam, scale, and there we go. We see there's a huge difference, right? So maybe I'll have to solve this. Maybe let's do the inverse, right? That's not here, of course here. So scale this. Yeah, so the seam is reappearing, but maybe there is something worse than this seam. Maybe some anomalies might be nice, right? Even if it is horrible to look at. And I'll make up my mind later. I don't even know why it is happening that. Anyways, so here for the circular area, I don't know how to solve this. What could, maybe I'm considering maybe a different, maybe a different one, right? Alright, just do something like this, right? Is this acceptable? This is one of the weirdest activities of 3D artwork. Like, took me years to, not of practice, but of observing, like having some insight, observing how other artists will do this, and this makes absolutely no sense to me. Why these guys are doing that? CG. It's completely weird. And I would like to have some sort of UV unwrap that would get this into some way that would be reset. By resetting the UVs, except for these ones apparently. Okay, let's rotate this 90 degrees. This one, yeah, so it's not very. Okay, but it's much better. Now the big ones. These steps, wouldn't they be better? I like the color they have now, but maybe we could do something different here. Materials, purple, why not? Then UV reset. That's nice, right? Looks like river stuff. Here it gets somewhat chaotic, yeah. Yeah, so for some reasons it's just stopped following the flow. These ones are okay, so I'm gonna just go back here and try to rotate this scale, try to match somewhere like here. Yeah, and that looks good. Then we get here, and this looks very alien, but it's too dark, so I'm not convinced. I think it was more like harmonious before, so it was green here, so just reset and rotate 90. Oh no, that is terrible. Okay, let's try Control 1, project from view. Let's see what happens. Rotate 90, scale, there we go. We get, yes. Yes, folks, that is the way to go. Okay, then this thing would like stuff. I like the pattern here. Yeah. Not this one. Oh no, they got messed up, but that one is cool also, but it's alright, so let's do this again. So I'm gonna try something different here. So let's make a highlight here. You see, folks, these UVs have some interesting, this texture have some interesting effects. Here they are aligned in the brown ones, right? And here also this is interesting. So, but they are all unmatching at some point. So I could leave like that for the variation, but this is not very accurate. So what I had in mind here, I'm just gonna select only these ones, and I'm gonna isolate this this object here, which contains that. I'm gonna go on top view, and we're gonna go on, yeah, first gonna go on edit mode. I have a F10 here, shift F10 here, which is the UV editor right here, right? So I'm using this so I can, well, check here. So I'm gonna top view here, and I'm gonna do the technique. Maybe you don't know, maybe you already do, but here is the UV project from view. And now that I have this, I could yeah, I could individually do this for some sets, right? For example, this one, and then after this one to get the proper alignment. But instead, let's try this first. So now that I get, oops, not this, Control Z, okay, I get this. So just let's first scale this like here. So to obtain the results that I had previously, this sort of lines, right? Then I rotate here on some orientation that might look appealing, maybe this one, why not? And that, yeah, but it's not exactly the result that I was hoping for. So I don't know the scale that happened to occur, but here I believe I'm scaling a terrible way, so probably I flipped the scale. Oh, here we're approaching to, it seems to rotate as I scale for some, probably because of the flipping. Let's redo this. So project from view, where it is, so they are very small, so let's try to rotate a little here. Let's do this, and then, okay, this is too large, so it's just here. Let's move to keep it centralized so we don't lose this stuff. Scaling this down. No, I think it's doing wrong again. Yeah, the problem is scaling the right direction. This is difficult. As you see, as we lose the target here, as we lose the vision, it becomes harder to see. Okay, so maybe about here. Let's rotate a little more, and about here. Very angular. It's still not good as I remember before, but it's doing the job, right? So now they are all aligned. Because there's a mirror modifier, then they will radically flip when I reach the center, which will be here, I think. Well, no, I don't understand. So now this is the center. Yes, so this happens. So this is correct. Backslash, numpad backslash, and yeah, it's not the ideal result, but it gives some variation. You see, there's this seam here, and this was on purpose. Now I need to do this similar stuff for this gigantic floor here. So here I'll just do some maybe some reset first. Let's see what happens. Isolate. Okay, I have some interesting curvature there for some crazy face thing. Yeah, because of some, maybe I can dissolve that too and reset. UV reset. Yeah, strange patterns, right? Who knows? That naturally could be useful, but if not, let's reset again. Yeah, so this will be more difficult if I want to, with just one face of project from view, we could do something like this, or maybe rotate 90 degrees, maybe this even. No, I think here makes more sense. And because this is the so I'll make this one's little bigger, the pattern, so maybe it's more interesting for, no, actually it didn't quite work. Let's go again. Strange, because when you look closely it has a pattern. When we look from, yeah, so this is typical of some patterns. So gonna, maybe I need to go closer to, so the idea here would be this. Yeah, I must say that I'm pretty confused, but anyways, let's do project from view and leave it like that. Right, no touch this. This is great, even though this will be very large now patterns, but kind of work. Maybe just slightly smaller. The other directions. Oh yeah, with this dummy it's easier to see the scale. Yeah, this one is great. Yeah, I like that. And then there will be some others here, and this I'll touch later. So this is some way to play with these textures here, which can be interesting if you guys don't know the techniques for this. I don't know a lot, I just started, and I find this is very nice, very funny workflows depending on the project. Alright folks, so looks like that I don't have too much time, about a half hour. What I'd like to do at this point would be to try to, instead of trying to solve these materials which are already solved, I'll pretty much like to solve other materials which are not resolved yet for this project. So oh, this is carpet brown, but this text, this UV is completely wrong. I have no idea what's happening here. It says carpet brown, but it is not. But it is showing, oh, it's not this, it's here. So how come it's the same material, folks, but this UV is this UV is lost somewhere. So I'm gonna change these ones, right? I'm gonna use the red carpet here. We're gonna UV minimum stretch. This is not what I want for this one, so I don't have a clear Yeah, so I think one interesting thing, I would need to work on this coffee shop actually. Yeah. So I'm gonna first get some, make these things first. Um, dissolve that, yeah. Dissolve that. No, what is Shift H. Yeah, I don't know why I have this, doesn't matter. So here, and also we'll find out later what we do with this. Then project from view, Shift F10, numpad dot, wrote period, right? This is too bright for this floor, right? So it was better before, right? It's contrasting too much, right? It's not what I want. So it just needs some sort of another material, some sort of, this I'm using for walls, well, sometimes for floor, so it could still work, right? So maybe I get a very dense one. And maybe that can be temporarily acceptable. Alright. Where am I? Okay, I'm in the stairs, I think. Yeah, so I think one interesting thing would be to... Oh, I'm got upside down here. Let's go to some camera. Yeah, and this floor is completely bad, so let's also improve this visualization now. So let's get... Yeah, just making sure there's nothing off this floor here, so it's a single floor piece, which can help in making except for there, right? So just 3D cursor, align there, SY S scale Y0, right? World space. Alright. I pick this face L, doesn't work, need to select from here. Then isolate 7 UV, project from view, and rotate 90 degrees. So here we can just move this Y and X, maybe the X, something like here. No, I forgot this one. All right. So I probably need this vertex. Yeah, so let's do this again. No, not wrong view. Scale somewhere about this. Backslash. Yeah, this is nice. I'm playing the animation, right? I don't know about this. What to do with this? Maybe. Oh, this can be some structure from some plant asset. Interesting idea. We'll leave it in the corner for now. Something is wrong about... It's something about the origin about this object, I think, so... Oh, of course, the... this has a mirror modifier, right? So... targeting this, there we go. Actually, I've made a mistake. This is a duplicate. No! Alright, so I was modifying it at the same time. If I move it... Oh, it is part of the... Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna load this. I think I have saved. Yeah, actually, so I'm gonna separate this before any further accident. Separate this before any further accident. Gonna save an iteration before more accidents happen. So alright, so I did a UV unwrap. Yeah, so yeah, okay, good. I didn't lose the progress. What is this? I had two objects, forgot to, yeah, duplicate, separate. There we go. Now we have two objects. The origin. The origins are messed, I think. Yeah, I just need to geometry, and if those things have any mirror modifier, then just target, hold, alt. Didn't work. Okay. Another material, right? This is, yeah, I think the one thing that works doing, right? So the correct materials that I have here, sort by name. There isn't. Yeah. Yeah, so I need to continue doing this work for the materials, right? So there's this rock, clay, stone. I think this one is using rock, clay, stone. Yes, so it's the same materials here, and right now it's quite useless in this render engine. So let's do something about it. It's very dark also. Alright, we need to go to, I'm not gonna change here, gonna work on this render indeed. So we're gonna move this into shading. We are gonna move back to the view layers. We're going to go to EV render engine, solid viewport shading. We need to find the hub lower camera here, numpad 0. Click out of this, just middle mouse button, hold, rotate. Now we need to find the material. There is a sample, here's another sample. The material is not being read here. We're going to look at the material here, rock, clay, stone. It doesn't have a texture, so this is the shader. It's a procedural shader for EV. It doesn't have a base color. Alright, let's isolate it. Will be a problem because of the lightings, right? This is a problem I'm having with this backslash on E for these purples. Like, I lose the lightings, right? How to include them here then. So turns out that we can use we see something. Yeah, okay, it serves nothing to use the scene light if I barely see, but there's a rocky pattern there. Is the noise texture? Not a rocky pattern, but yeah. So this is generated, yes. It's very hard to see anything, especially with this. So I probably will need to readdress this generated pattern. Because this is rocky, let's reduce the roughness a little. Let's isolate this. Got closer. Yeah, there's a bump map. This is taking a lot of so this scale, this hue thing, maybe this is useless now. Yeah, I'm using a noise as a bump map, yeah, so and there is no color, base color to that. It's not, it's not the case, so it's using its own base color, which is very dull. Let's bring this closer to the grays here. And this light is probably because of the world, I think. I don't know why this color here. The compositor, probably because of the compositor. Let's try to see a neutral thing. Oh, I see, this is just a bump thing, so this will not render as control. Let's try to bring this mapping of the noise is sort of useless maybe for this case. Okay, so I want the granularity of this thing. Something like this, right? This seems to cause nothing for the bump, but here we could try to there is no color input for this, right? So this is useless. Yeah, it's not like that. So it's more like a color ramp then. Like it's never dark enough, but because of this lighting effect maybe. And here, yeah, so the idea will try to bake this without the bump, of course. So oh yeah, also shift D, delete. Here, does this makes any difference? I think not. So for the okay, I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna what's happening? Okay, taking a while to save. I'm gonna image texture. Let's hope this will work. So Shift F10, change to the image editor. Gonna add a new texture, rock clay stone, and divide this by 2. And that's it. New image, text, rock clay stone. Okay, that. Then I'm gonna go on the cycles. I don't need to be looking at this. Diffuse, right, all that. Texture to here, selected. Okay, no selected active. That's it. Okay, let's leave this and bake. Control S. Slagging a lot, so maybe we just need, that will be better, bake like that. Uninitialized image from object shrine. Great. Yeah, there's always something that needs to go wrong. it's trying to record a video. I'm not trying to record a video. What are this is Blender is crazy. Yeah, maybe there's some problem here. There's nothing wrong here. Yeah, it's literally trying to bake. Okay, I don't know. No, still trying to do some crazy bake here. Yeah. It's like if there's no color map, no, there is color map, so this object seems to be corrupted or something like that. Nothing to do with this. Alright, so this seems bug. I'm gonna close here. Yeah, time's up, my friends. So I'm gonna close this. Maybe it's just a bug. And I'm gonna reopen. I just want to finish this task here. If it doesn't work for this, I'll try on a different object. No, it's really crazy. Let's try another object. Yeah, it just swaps the problem. Here we got some strange, what material this is using? Metal. Okay, because this is an EV on cycles, it might have a different result, so which is not very good. So Okay, but there seems like that I have another material. This one, yeah. It's a variation, but maybe there is a bug about the name. I'll make a test here, so assign is the same material, right? It's just no, it's not yeah, there's a little variation, but let's copy that. Yeah, now before I do anything, let's try to maybe it needed the coordinates. Okay, we'll try to render that. But that will be untitled for now. No active image, but it worked. Could be that the name is corrupted then, so not gonna bother saving this. I'm gonna bring this to rock clay. I didn't have problem before, so assign. So maybe it's the texture coordinate thing after all, but before I try this, just try again. Oh yes. Okay, that is working, but is not saving anything. So it was a bug apparently. But now I have another problem. Texture claystone, rock claystone. It's just not working. No active image found. Oh, okay, no active image found. Alright. Alright, so Control T, Control T, whatever. I'm doing this. Okay, I can't control Z for whatever reason, so I don't remember where it was. But okay, we need this. I'm gonna change this, and just in case it might be causing trouble, I'm going to assign. Let's be on object mode. Get here. Gonna yeah, let's reuse this material. Lock bake. Why it is trying to... It's trying to render from the wrong object, and it's not a... right? It's recalling... yeah, let's delete this, let's delete this. Let's give it a new texture rock, just like that. Divided by 2. New image, then okay, and it's created some very bad bake. For some reason. Oh, it needs a UV, right? Of course, of course. This needs a correct UV. So of course, my stupid mistake, folks. This is... it's not like that, right? I need to get back to the... okay. So I totally forgot this workflow. is a mess. So but this is an interesting rock pattern actually, but this is not what we need. Alright, totally forgot. My noobishness on this got me about some time, but I just gotta get rid of this thing here. So it's just the... where was that? Okay, it is here. There is some object here that I was using for this. Where is this, for instance? Okay, we can use from here. So there's a 1 square meter mesh here, mesh object. All these other are templates that I've used for that, so it's just the other examples. So this one, we're just gonna use this one as so there's no material here. Fine, let's bring the rock clay stone. There we go. So apparently we need to reset UV reset, and now this material, yeah, it should be ready now. Let's save here and clay stone rock. Right, that's now this time I won't do this wrong. Let's go back to render engine, bake, should be right now. It's taking a little, but I've reduced the resolution, so it should take half of the time. There we go. This has... oh yeah, it is working. The question is that really sufficient for the... it seems to be too small, so maybe I'll have to we are on cycles. So why this material here is not giving the proper some sort of strange reflections. Maybe it's just the light here. It's like the bump map is not working, right? I have no idea. Alright, let's add another one and okay, this was before I messed up. Oh, height. Alright. So copy this just in case. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was the height. Alright, this is fine. Can we use this for nothing? But whatever. Okay, then let's reuse here. Save. Maybe I can change the scale again if I think it's too small. Let's turn these off. Doesn't help. $33, $37, $34, $29, $31. Okay, 32 details. 4 roughness 0.3 lacunarity 1 distortion 2 5 7 6 yeah 7. All right, then now this should work. Bake again here. Don't forget this selection. Bake again in the same spot. This time I know it just takes a little in the beginning. And clay stone rock. Is this the new result? Well, because I can rescale this up and down, this doesn't include the other effects, so maybe it would be good to include other effects. So here I'm not totally convinced. So because I have this, I'm gonna save this one into rock, clay, stone. Alright, so I'm gonna image save as here, texture rock, clay, stone, png. Alright, and here this is using the wrong, but this is just, yeah, so I can do this again here. Let's try some combine, because I don't know, maybe that creates some interesting texture result in the end. That will take a lot more. It's not taking, no, glossy. Okay, let's try this, right, and wait 1 year and that will be it. We'll see the variety. I hope to be able to show the varied result here. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long. Yeah, maybe it will take a little longer. If it goes up to 5% and it doesn't show any progress, faster progress, then I'll just cancel it. The combine would be just too much. Yeah, I think it's no, nothing happened. So let's see. Oh yeah, look at this. It didn't complete, but that is more likely for the texture. It can fake the eye, right? So I just have to find a way to, yeah, like diffuse then direct. Let's try this. It's like I don't, yeah, can't I just pick a selection of this, right? That is the problem. Let's try just this. So if it presents the same pattern here, I just cancel. So the direct light might be choose the, if it reaches 3 and does nothing, then it's too bad. Yeah, no, not good. So again, let's check the result. It's a bit dark, right? What about indirect lighting? Here I won't even wait more than 2%. Okay, it sort of didn't work. So yeah, are stuck. What about without direct lighting or just the combined? So this is the last thing. So good progress. I think this will complete. No, It's doing one by one. Okay, but it didn't work. Maybe it really needs some sort of light for that. Yeah, so the conclusion is that so I'm going to close Blender. We're gonna test some I already saved the texture, so I don't care about this. Alright folks, so let's think before I leave really now. I want just to test this texture onto something. The poor resolve texture, so just somewhere like the bridge. Numpad 0, let's... oh, there is somewhere to use it. Indeed. This guy here. We are still in cycle, so my mistake here. We don't want this. Let's go back here and go to render engine workbench, right? Now this material here, what it is using the clay stone, right? So here we want to check what is this texture here. Open asset library, image texture, rock, clay, stone. There we go. So this is the right one, and okay, so I want this. So I'm gonna pick all this. It's all the same material, I guess. Just assign. Yes, so this is working, but it's the wrong UVs, right? So we're just gonna have to UV unwrap this in some way. Okay, I get a better idea, maybe just from the so mark seam, separate the lower and the upper part, and this one too. Then we have all these. It's very likely I'll end up forgetting something. Oh, this one is already seen. Mark seam already. Maybe this will be mark seam, and here all the way. Alright, then shift 10, shift, no, well, can be here, yes, shift 10 again. So UV minimum stretch, right? So we got two UV islands, not sure. Let's try select seam. Yeah, forgot something. Yeah, where? Ah, there. No. Nothing yet. Oh yes, they end there, but it's not good. Need to finish this, I guess. Just a small detail. There we go. Mark seam. UV unwrap. Minimum stretch. Maybe this works now. Yes, but we... no, still not working. It made change, but not sufficient. So where is the problem? Okay, I don't care. I'm just gonna check this. Ah, it's not separating by seam. But no, still failing. What else is missing? This UV, for instance, if I select this face, okay, mark seam. Okay, this is working. Mark seam. Ah, it's there, yeah. But I did very strange. It's another stupid mistake somewhere. There. Okay, now I have this. I can clear these ones. So maybe it was that one. Okay, here we still got problem. This is looping around. Is it possible that this is causing? Makes no sense to me, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, so this was the culprit. Alright, so gonna clear these ones. Clear seam, not this one though. Yes, there we go. Now this seems good to go. Minimum stretch, as weird as this is. Now if I get all this, let's scale here. No, not this. Let's use the, let's see from the other side, right? Yeah, we want this to be somewhat like this. Cut rock, yeah, that's nice. Patterns. And yeah, so maybe a bit larger, about this, and we can certainly bring this closer. I think I've rescaled that, but maybe that's a bad idea. This didn't need that, right? Okay, so I'm not gonna rescale them in different ratios. I'm gonna maintain them all that. So this is one material fixed, folks. Matte rock, clay, stone, and there is it. And why there is this other name? Yeah, so there's just a problem with the name of the texture, but this is sort of destroying the texture, the compositing, but okay, we'll check this. So one material cleared. One less. This is an important one because it will happen on many other elements, right? And this have to UV unwrap that too, but that will be a question of time. So where this came from, this is, oh yeah, there are just from this collection here. Oh, improvement, folks. So thanks for watching, folks. That is it. Tomorrow we'll be back. Sorry for excessive today, but this baking thing renders me mad. It's like the workflow for that is just too limited, right? We need more quality on these workflows, in my opinion. So hope they will improve this stuff, but for now this is absolutely fundamental for what I'm doing, the compositing technique I'm using. Slowly I will get through this. So you see, it is possible. It's just super annoying, but with some practice we get better, and that is the way to go. So that's it, folks. Again, thanks for watching. Take care and happy blending. See ya another time. Tomorrow I'll be back with character rigging, and tomorrow will be actually in Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese. I won't forget. And then the other days, except for Friday and tomorrow, will be English as today. See ya, folks. Enjoy.